Hello everyone, this is Julie with Craft with Julie, and today we're going to talk about another stamping technique. We've done solid stamping and second generation stamping, so if you missed those videos you can go back and check them out. And today we're going to talk about random stamping and different tips and tricks on how to get a nice random stamp. Random stamping is it's just fun to make your own pattern paper. You can use any stamps you have, any ink pads. You know, you can really customize your project with random stamping. So let me show you. I had a little piece. I am missing it. Anyway, oh, I was going to quickly say, if you would like this technique chart, the stamping technique chart, just let me know. I've been trying to message people on Facebook Messenger, and for some reason some of you haven't been getting my messages. So we're going to go ahead. If you would like this technique chart, just email me at julie@craftwithjulie.com and I will send it to you via email. So hopefully that will work. I'm not sure what it is with Facebook messaging, but if you would like this technique chart, just go ahead and send me an email. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you some of the little tips and tricks that I have for random stamping. We'll just talk about that in just a second. So, well, actually, let's just chat about it right now. This was 4 cards from a 6x6 pattern paper, and I thought this would be perfect to show random stamping and then how you can incorporate it into a project. This guide was one of those freebie Fridays. I think it was back in February. If you are new to this group and don't have this pattern yet, again, you can just email me at julie@craftwithjulie.com and I will send you this pattern as well. So I'm happy to actually show you guys how to put those together today. So we'll be creating these 4 cards out of a 6x6 random stamped piece of paper. So let's go ahead and I'm going to stick those off to the side for just a second. The stamp set I chose to use today is called the Unicorn Dreams. Yeah, it's kind of probably hard to tell. Let me show you this. There we go. It has all those cute unicorns on there, the diamond, the horseshoe, a rainbow, and there's also die cuts that go along with it. And because April is our big stamp sale, which I believe it's called a Stamptacular sale, this set is on sale this month. So that's why I chose this one. And plus it's super cute. So, and then for the colors, I am going to be using, so I guess, yes, first you need a stamp set that has several different images in it. Today I'm going to be using Intense Black, Mint, Ballerina, and Grape. And how I came up with those colors, it's a process, right? Is I pulled out our Love of Color idea book, and we actually have 2 of them. We have one with our older colors, and then we have a volume 2 that has our newer colors in it. And I knew that I wanted to use grape. For some reason, I just had it in my mind. Grape would be so cute with that unicorn. So I grabbed this and I just looked in the index, and grape is on page 12. So I flipped to this page right here and I looked at the different combinations, and I decided that the grape, ballerina, and mint would be really cute with the unicorn theme. So that's how I got the color combination for this project. Back to random stamping. Sorry. You'll want to kind of start on a corner and then stamp them in triangle formations. And let me show you what that looks like. Let me grab my ink or my little block, and we'll do the diamond first. And I'm going to use Intense Black because I'm going to actually show you kind of another stamping technique, so you can kind of get a 2-for-1 today, using the back side of the stamp to color it. So I don't want it to bleed, so I'm using the intense black. You can kind of start up in the corner and you can twist your image. And can you see that is like a triangle pattern? And then you just continue, so you'll need a tip to your triangle, and then these two, there's another triangle, and you just keep kind of doing that. They don't have to be perfect triangles, so there's one side, and then that will be your tip to your triangle. They don't have to be perfect. It just kind of gives you a guide of how to lay them down. And you can turn your stamps any which way you want. And it's really fun to go off the edge. I'll stick one out right there, and go off the edge sometimes. Okay, so let me clean this one off with our stamp chamois. I just keep my chamois in like a Rubbermaid take-along container. Keeps it nice and away from my project so it doesn't, you know, get it wet. So I'm going to grab the mint, and instead of coloring all of these diamonds in with a marker or something like that, I'm going to actually just flip over the stamped image and use the back. So this one is not super sticky, so I'm hoping it will stay, but just ink it up, and then I'm going to go right over, see, there we go, right over the top. So it adds a little bit of color. It doesn't want to stay on my block, but you get the idea. I think I need to clean that one so it'll stick better, but so it gives me the same color in the same shape, but it kind of makes it just kind of like a fun, messy look without having to color all of them in. Let's just hurry and get these done. For your stamped image, the chart recommends like 3, I believe it said, let me read what, let's see. Like use a second and third image. So we're going to do that. Okay, isn't that cute? I love the mint on the diamond. Okay, so that's just using the back side of it, and I'll just clean that ink off. And I can put it back on my carrier sheet. Okay, the next image I want to use is the horseshoe. Stick it on the block, and again I'm going to use the intense black ink because I'm going to do the same thing I did and color in with the back side. So now you can go in and start and do the triangles for this one. Okay, so you see that those 3 kind of are in a triangle shape, and then you can continue to do that through your project. And you can flip them upside down, off of the side. I'll stick one right here. And it doesn't have to be perfect triangles. You just, that's why it's called random. And then we'll do one right there. And I kind of want an extra one there. Okay. So look how cute that is. So let's grab the Ballerina ink. I'm going to turn this stamp over and use the back side. And it's kind of like the diamond. It doesn't really want to stick so well. I think it's because it's so small. And I'm just going to lay down some ink. Come on. Right on top of it. I just think it because it doesn't have enough like surface to. Oh, come on, buddy. It worked for the samples. Let's see if we can get it. Maybe if I don't push too hard, it will stay on my block. So then you don't have to color in the images, and it leaves that fun ballerina color. And again, this is not perfect. It's just getting some color quickly onto my project. And then this one right here. That's so cute. This makes me so happy. So this unicorn stamp set is actually, gosh, I want to say maybe last year's catalog, but close to my heart actually manufactures our stamp sets in their headquarters, which is in Pleasant Grove, Utah. So they can actually keep stamp sets around a lot longer because they don't have to rely on other people, and we make our own so they can keep them in stock longer. It's the thin cuts that get tricky. Okay, so the first one I did, I used this outline, and then I went back and used this one. So we're going to grab, let me do the bigger one first, and we're going to do it in grape. Look how cute that is, just like that. So cute. And you could totally do a scrapbook page. Oh, don't put it in. There we go. I almost dipped it. Okay, we're going to start in the corner and do our triangle. Okay, can you see that? That looks like somewhat of a triangle, but now you have to kind of move around what you already have. You can overlap stamps if you want to. That's totally fine. And I probably should have got a scratch piece of paper underneath. I'm gonna have to wash off this mat after, but it's okay. And I think I need one down here. And I think we're good with that one. Now I'm gonna get the solid one. And I'm gonna put some more of the grape in between. Okay, and you see how that's kind of a bigger triangle? So it's the same concept. We're just doing it on a bigger scale because we have to work around all of these other fun things that we have. So like this one is a little bit smaller triangle. And then this one again. And all right. So when you're cutting up your random stamping, you want to make sure that you have a lot. And it might look a little bit overwhelming right now, but when you start cutting it apart, you're going to probably wish you had stamped a little bit more. So that's just, I'm kind of adding a little bit more around since we're going to be cutting it. And I'll do one right there. Okay. So that is the basics of random stamping. So now I'm going to show you how I transfer this beautiful random stamped piece and use it in a project. So let me grab that pattern. Again, this is a pattern I was giving away for free on my Freebie Friday. So if you would like this, just go ahead and email Julie at craftwithjulie.com and I'll send it over to you. I wish I could figure out how to do it through Facebook Messenger, but I think if we haven't chatted before, it doesn't like us to talk. I'm not sure. Email's good. Okay, so let's grab our cutter. I'll put this off to the side so I can see it. So the first cut will be, let me see if I bring this down just a little. There we go. Our first cut will be 1.5 by 5.5. Okay, and this little piece we don't need. So that's going to be on card A. Then we will do, oh, I have a little baby flower sparkle on there. So the next cut is 3 inches. And the first one will be 3 inches again. So that's 3 by 3, and that's card B. And then this one we're going to cut into inch strips. So 1, 2, 3. That is card C. And then this last one should be 1.5 inches, and we're going to cut it into 1.5 squares. So 1.5, 1.5 again, and 1.5. So you should have 4 1.5. So can you kind of see how when you start cutting it down, you kind of lose some of that funness, but you can actually go back and stamp some more if you need to. So that is card number, or letter D. Now we need some cardstock pieces, and because grape was my main focus, I grabbed some grape cardstock, and we're going to cut 5.5. And you can just grab any cardstock that matches your project to use as a backing. And that's 1 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is for card A. And then we need 3.5 by 3.5. That is card D. And then 3 1/4 by 4.5 is card B. And I'm gonna need to cut a little bit more. We need a 3.5 by 3 1/4 for card C. And I've just put them into piles off to the side. And I don't think I need that anymore. I think we're good on that. Okay. So I'm going to just grab the first card right here. This adorable unicorn. This stamp set, like I mentioned before, has thin cuts. So it actually has the unicorns that you can cut with your die cutting machine, or if you don't have a die cutting machine, you can fussy cut. But I already cut out my unicorn. Uh-oh. I'm dropping things. Hold on. Dropped a diamond and it's little, so I don't want to lose it. Okay. So I already cut out and stamped the unicorn. I found this cloud on my Cricut, and the other extra piece I brought in was this die cut piece. It is let me grab it. It's the stitch rectangle frames, and you can see is when I cut them, I add the extra in there. So when I have extra projects, but that is where I got this stitch rectangle. Can you see those little stitches in there? Okay, so let me grab my card bases. So many fun things. When I'm using this template, I kind of just look around, see what I have to match like the project that I'm doing, and I can use, on this one I grabbed Stickles because of course unicorns are all about glitter, and any accents or anything or layering that you can do just to add a little bit more. So you could just lay this down just like that and then add the little extra pieces. But I thought the pink behind it added a little bit more. So that's why I added just one little extra layer on this card. And I'm just going to put it right there in the center. And those rectangle thin cuts fit perfectly on a card. It's amazing. And then I have the grape cardstock. I'm just going to add that. And then my random stamped piece. I'm going to add that in the center, letting that grape peek out. Oops. The grape peek out just a little bit. And then I want to stamp my cloud with Be a Unicorn in a Field of Horses. Isn't that cute? going to add that to my block. I'm going to use Intense Black ink. Oops, things are sticking. Just ink that up. Stick that right in the center. Okay, I just want to quickly clean it off with my Shammy so I don't get ink everywhere. And put that back on the sheet. Okay, now I can add the cloud to my project. And I'm going to 3D foam the unicorn. And then I'm going to add Stickles to it, because you always need some glitter. Can you see that glitter on her or him? I don't know. Are unicorns girls or boys? Isn't that a debate that's been going on? I don't know. I would say girl with the beautiful hair, but I can't really say that anymore because my son, who is 16, has grown out his hair. So he has beautiful, luscious locks. Like, that's what we tell him. We tease him about it, but it's pretty sad when he's got better hair than his sister. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of that glitter gel to the hooves and the horn. And this one is called Diamond. And then I'm going to add some to the tail and the mane. I'm just going to use that tip of the Stickles gel just to kind of move that gel around. I'm trying to remember. I'll do it right here in the center. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to lay down that glitter just to add some fun. Then this one is the Waterfall. I thought it matched well with the blue that we're kind of trying to pull out. I just squoze it a little bit and I'm moving it around with that tip. And put some right here on this one. And then a little bit on the tail. I just squeeze it out and then move it around with the tip. And then the last color I have is Pink Taffeta. And I added it to her bangs. And then I'm going to add it to her mane and her tail. My fingers are starting to shake because I probably shouldn't tell you guys, but I got my COVID shot, my second one, yesterday, and I got it in my left arm, which I probably shouldn't have. And so I don't have feeling all the way down. Well, it's kind of like a dead arm, I guess is what we're describing it as. So my fingers are having a hard time functioning today. But the video must go on. Okay, now they're tired. I can't do it anymore. I can't squeeze it. Okay, so, woo. I might just have to do everything right-handed now. There you go. Isn't that glitter gel so much fun? Like, the glitter gel just makes me happy. Okay, so we're going to set the unicorn aside to dry. And then the second one is this one right here. You Make Life Sparkle. Let me grab a card base. Wow, I didn't think doing that was affect my arm so much, but here we go. We're going to keep going. So this is the gist of that card. You can stamp something down here. depending on what color you choose, but I just grabbed an extra piece of the ballerina. This color, or sorry, this is 1 by 3 inches, and I'm going to stamp "You Make Life Sparkle" in grape ink on that piece right there. So this stamp tends to like bow a little bit, so I'm just going to lay it down and then pick it up so it's straight on my block. Then grab my grape cardstock, or ink, sorry. Maybe I shouldn't be doing a video today. Oh, we mainly got our COVID shots for my son who is 16. They have to test to play sports, and he's playing lacrosse right now. So every 2 weeks he has to get tested, and it's not fun. So it was open and available, so we're like, well, why not? Let's go get it done so you don't have to do that every 2 weeks. And the side effects are fun. Let me know if you got your COVID shot, what side effects you had. It's just interesting. I don't know. We all have our COVID shot stories, right? Oh, 2021. Okay, so you can leave it like that, but of course, I'm going to add some of the diamond Stickles, if my hand will let me. Oh my heavens, this is so funny. I'm just going to add it right on those cute diamonds, and then when it dries, it will just dry the color of the ink, because this diamond one kind of takes up whatever color is underneath it. So diamond, I think Stickles is the one I use the most. And I just added a couple spots. Oh, let's add one to this little guy right there. There we go. Quick and easy card. My daughter would love this one. Okay, that one needs to dry because of our Stickles. And here is number, C, letter C, is those strips. Let me grab another card base. And this one we're going to stamp right on. Oh good, I didn't take the stamp off of it yet. We're going to stamp right on the card base. These strips will go on there like that. Okay, so let's go ahead. I gotta hurry and get these done before I lose complete feeling in my arm. Oh man, the things we do for our kids. All right. It actually took out my teenager this time around. He is not feeling very good. But other than my arm, I'm good. Right. Isn't that cute? Like a cute little window. Okay, I'm actually going to add a little foam piece underneath so I get a nice image, because I'm kind of working on the in between those two mats. Okay, so I'm going to use the grape ink again. And I'm going to stamp it right underneath that upside down. Right underneath there in the center. And I felt like I needed a little something, so I die cut, now I gotta find it. There was a thin cut for the diamond, so I went ahead and did that. And I will stamp it. Where'd the diamond go? There it is. I'm going to stamp it in intense black because I'm going to add that Stickles to it. Okay, this little guy reminds me of like Superman. His little crest with the S. We're back to superheroes again. If you were at my virtual craft day, you know we're talking about superheroes. I'm just going to add a teeny bit of the 3D foam right there next to sparkle. Then add the diamond. And then I'm going to add some of those diamond stickles right on top. And again, just use that tip to spread it around where you want it. And I think just adding that little diamond, it's just too fun. There you go. So that is card number or letter C. I don't know why I named them A, B, C, D. Okay, so here is the last one, is D. And I think this one is my favorite. Well, I don't know, the unicorn. Maybe A and D are my favorite. Which one's your favorite between A, B, C, and D? Put it in the comments. Which one is your favorite? So this one is kind of a window pane look. So let's go ahead and put our grape down. And I'm going to stick it in the center. Now with this pattern, you could put it up, you could put it down in the bottom. You can pretty much anywhere you want to do it with this square. And then we're going to add these little guys. And I'm using the Close to My Heart tape runner because it is repositionable. So I feel pretty good about just laying them down, and then if I need to tweak them a little bit, I can move them without ripping my paper. Oh, look, I think I did okay. There you go. But if you needed to, you could totally pull it up. All right, so then I cut circles from the Stitch Circle Thin Cuts, and it's a retired thin cut, so you could just really cut any circle that you have. This is a 2 1/4 inch circle, and this is a 1 3/4 inch circle. Just a little sneak peek. We are coming out with some more circle thin cuts next month, just on the down low. Don't tell anybody I told you. We're getting some more. So I'm going to put that in the center. And then I'm actually going to stamp May All Your Dreams Come True with the intense black ink. I'm going to move all my glitter. Okay. And let me get my squishy thing out because I want a really nice image. Okay. Just hurry and clean that off. If I don't clean them off right after, I will have ink all over me and everything. I am not a clean crafter. Okay, so I'm going to add some 3D foam to the back of this as well. Okay. And then I cut the clouds again from my Cricut. It was a cloud border. Where's my Cricut people? Put a hands up in the comments if you use a Cricut in your crafting. Okay, so that's really cute just like that, but I thought, why not add some more things on there? So we're going to add some clouds. Kind of to go along with the other card that we made. So cute. That would be a cute like graduation card too. A little bit different, but you know, they graduate from high school or college. You just want them, what's the best you want, what is best for them in life. I think I'll send this to my niece. She's graduating from college, I think this month. Oh, crazy. Okay. So there are, I'll show you the ones that are dry. The 4 cards that you can create from that one 6x6 pattern piece of paper that we random stamped. Let me stick that over there. There we go. All 4 of those. Now you can use this same pattern with pattern paper. It all works the same, but I thought I'd show you how it worked with random stamping. Again, if you want this this cutting guide or the stamping chart, just email me at julie@craftwithjulie.com and I will send both of them over to you, or whichever one you want. Just let me know and I'll send them to you. This stamp set is the Unicorn Dreams, and it is on sale till the end of the month with our April Stamptacular sale. All of our stamp sets and stamp sets with thin cuts are on sale, so go check that out. I'll put a link to this stamp set, and also I will put I'll put all the products I used in the description, or in a comment, description of the video. So if there's something that you are like, oh, I want to look at that a little bit closer, you can check it out. So you can find all of these products on my website, juliescott.closetomyheart.com. And thank you for joining me for some random stamping. If you have any questions, please let me know, and stay tuned. We have a couple more videos in our stamping series, so stay tuned for those coming up soon. I can't promise. I'm hoping next week. Okay, have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye.